Hi, this is part 2 of addressing Sickmouth, Abaddon 5, and Pinegrove for all of their responses. And I want to say that I think all of you guys sound educated in your own way. And I think it's good that we're having a real conversation about, feminism and the men's rights movements and what it means to be masculine. And I myself, just to give you some background, I did vote for Obama. I'm sorry. I certainly will never vote Republican or Democrat ever again as long as I live. I am pro-choice because, back alley abortions, really, that's not cool. But I do think that feminism has hurt the male identity. And, Generation Y grew up with Homer Simpson, and don't get me wrong, I love Homer Simpson. My favorite Simpson is Homer Simpson. But, here he's a male father figure in the media, and he's constantly being told how fat and how stupid he is. And, with South Park, the two father figures in South Park, one's a total wuss and his wife's a domineering, crazy lady, and, his balls are on the nightstand. I believe that's Stan's parents. And then the dark-haired dad, I forget what his name is. He is Kyle's dad, I think, and he is this wussy, hippie, not, gets real freaky sexually and stuff like that. So, here you have, again, somebody in the media that we grew up with that isn't actually very dominant. Not that men need to be dominant, I'm just saying, masculine, male identity. And, single moms raising boys, if you study it, and I've heard from my friends that have 7-year-old kids, that 7-year-old doesn't care what that mom has to say, really, because whatever that man is telling him, that man's like their idol. Something switches over with these little boys where men are their idol, and they look to men for guidance, not women. And also in preschool, when I taught preschool, I taught 4-year-olds, they'd play Jedi or knights or whatever and use their rakes as swords because they weren't allowed to have any, masculine toys. And they'd get in trouble and yelled at. And they weren't allowed to really explore that gender role. So I think there's something to the men's movement. When I look at Calvin Klein models and they're these little pretty boys, and if you Google where have all the real men gone, you can see these two gentlemen with glasses and beards, and they have some really interesting stuff to say. So I Google that. Alright. And I'm very moderate.